Okay, this is episode 5, and this is a continuation. So I left off on episode 4, talking to y'all about the news article that came out on me and a close associate of mine, who I would consider a friend. He's pretty loyal, so yeah, I don't use that word loosely in prison. So yeah, a friend of mine who actually went on a hunger strike with me. We began our hunger strike, I believe it was June 7th, and went till June 20th of this year, 2024, a joint hunger strike. And so I was reading a news article. Some of it at least is this lengthy. You can always Google it. But inmates in Connecticut prison on hunger strike to protest conditions. Now, this other guy who was on a hunger strike with me, his name is James Davenport. He's originally from California, but he's like me, interstate inmate. And interstate inmate means we were forced out of our states that we were actually he's originally from California, but he was convicted in Oregon, and he was forced out of Oregon prison for murdering another inmate, and he was sent here to Connecticut. I was forced out of Ohio prison and sent here to Connecticut in 2017 for becoming a gang leader and, using my power for more bad than good. And so, yes, I have that past. I don't hide it. I detail my story in my book titled Because of You. You'll hear more about that on TikTok, because I'm going to read my book on TikTok to get at us for free and to help people who are going through some of the similar things that I've went through, I struggled through, depression, mental health issues, a list of them, gang history. I grew up in the streets, bounced around group homes, children's homes. So anyway, y'all get that on TikTok. But yeah, so me and this guy had that in common. We are both interstate inmates, and so we met in a specific unit here in McDougal Correctional when I first moved to that unit. And it was never our plan to go on a hunger strike. It was just the oppression from administration here in Connecticut and from the system overall. It was too much for us to just continue to stand by or to submit to. A lot of inmates, they just conform, and so we've seen a dire need to speak out, have our voices heard by the public. And so we figured that a hunger strike would be the best way because it is nonviolent. Violence wasn't really an option for us because me and him have both changed our lives over the years of incarceration. So, yeah, the hunger strike was the best thing that we can come up with, aside from putting the paperwork, which we've been doing, filing grievances and requests to get things changed, and that fell on deaf ears. So this was, drastic measures, but felt it was very necessary. So the article, some of it reads, Jackie Robinson Jr. and James Davenport, both housed at McDougal Walker Correctional Institute in Suffield, say they are seeking to raise awareness of what they describe as inhumane treatment from staff, inadequate mental health services at the facility, and broader policies within the justice system they consider unfair. Robinson, 44, I'm not 44 years old. I asked him to correct that in the second article, which he did. I'm 40 at the turn 40 on June 17th. I know it's important for me to, I'm not trying to age faster than I am. Robinson 40 says he last ate June 7th, while Davenport 46 says he last ate June 8th, which is correct. Both say they have had only water in the days since. So for 13 days, I went on a hunger strike. No food, no food. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, drinking water. No milk, no juice, none of that. Not cheating. And so to make sure that I wasn't cheating, what medical was doing, they were calling me up to medical to check my vital signs, my blood pressure, my weight. They were monitoring my weight, urine tests, because they were checking my glucose level, my sugar level to make sure, because food turns into sugar, energy, So they were checking to make sure that I was losing weight, and I was, if inmates are going on a hunger strike and they're serious about it, they're going to lose weight. You're going to be weak. You're going to feel weak. It's similar to fasting, going without food. It's just part of the process. And so they were making sure that I was sticking to what I was saying that I was doing, which was, like I said, protesting these conditions, these intolerable conditions that we are under in here. And I wanted to submit those tests because I wanted them to know how serious I was, and he did too. He didn't cheat. He was on it the same way, And so the article goes into saying, today has been the worst, Robinson said Monday. My stomach is having a lot of burning pain and cramps, and I was really, really dizzy and lightheaded. Relatives of the two men say they worry about their physical condition after days without food and have asked officials to move them out of their cells and into full-time observation. Davenport's girlfriend, Tammy Thompson, who's also, this is me now, who's also a very close associate of mine. I communicate with her often. Okay, I'll get back to the article. Davenport's girlfriend, Tammy Thompson, said she has called both the prison and GOC headquarters to request he receive closer medical attention. I am very concerned, Thompson said Monday. He's not giving up, but it sounds like he's getting weak. So at that point, where she was calling up here, it was a very stressful time for her. And I was so grateful that she was willing to assist us in the manner that she was, because she was calling up to the prison, to the central office, like calling everybody from 7 in the morning till the prison shut down. Visitation areas. She's calling anywhere, any place that will pick up the phone to listen. She was voicing our complaints, and they weren't doing much at all. I mean, they were doing the bare minimum, put it like that. And it wasn't until this got into the media when the prison really started making some significant changes, not just for me and my friend James, but for the entire prison system, for the entire population. I mean, we got the policy changed through a hunger strike. I have to